Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to a scuffed reaction. So basically what happened was Windows decided to ninja an update overnight, and even though I have those turned off, it decided to mess up all of my audio without me ever noticing. So I recorded 3 videos that now have no audio at all. So with the permission of the people who requested these songs, I'm just going to be doing a voiceover, giving you my rough thoughts of the reactions in real time, because I have the video, so you'll see that part of it with my voice, and we'll just make this work. I'll give you my afterthoughts afterwards, because I have to re-record those anyway. So I guess without further ado, let's go! So P.S. Ines in my executive producers is the one who requested this one. There was no context to it, but I was immediately kind of feeling it. I think I was calling out Aiden at the beginning of this one too, as hoping this one was a little bit more in line with the ones that he's hoping I listen to. I don't know if these are ones that he would claim are good, but he has said that the ones that whatever requests tend to be kind of like not ones that he would personally request. I was kind of vibing with the direction of this song. I was loving like that Eurobeat, Eurodance sort of feel it had going on. As you can clearly see, I was definitely vibing. I was mostly just loving how consistent it was. Like, it was very steady. Didn't have any like big surprises or anything, but you don't need big surprises to have a good song. It's always weird watching videos of yourself, but also not having any audio. Like, I'm not hearing the original song with these as I record these voiceovers. So it just, it's kind of different. But I do have my thoughts, and of course I'll share those now. So obviously this one was pretty short, and I kind of had to wrap my head around a short track that also was very interesting to hear, but at the same time it was kind of safe and familiar in a way, and I think I was talking directly to Aiden when I was mentioning that this song isn't necessarily like superbly unique or anything, but it is still a very good, consistent track, and this has such a distinct identity to it. This is where a lot of my yapping in the last original video recording was, where I was like, this is Aiden's sound. And I think that it is very neat to have a specific sound attached to you as a creator, while also definitely allowing yourself to get experimental and move around, you know, not sticking with the one thing. But Aiden has a sound, and I don't know if Aiden has reached the pinnacle of that musical identity or not. I believe that Aiden's probably getting there if they haven't gotten to it already. I've only heard a few songs from like 3 years ago, including this one. I haven't heard much from the recent window of Aiden's music, so I don't know where that line may be, but I can already hear it from songs that were released a few years ago, which is a great sign for listening in general and hearing that out of a creator, knowing that there's more here. I've kind of talked about that in a prior video about Aiden's music, where it's like, there are qualities, and it's so hard to qualify what the ideas are. Like, what makes an artist good? What makes them them? And I think Aiden's at this point in their career, like right on the cusp of having that like turnover and that aha moment of making their own sound into who they are as a musician. And it's such an interesting feeling to listen to that and hear a song and just immediately recognize it. And I don't know where that comes from. I remember talking about that in the video originally, where like you hear that out of some groups where you can just tell that it's their sound and you're just like, aha, that's them. But you don't really know why, and that is a hard thing to try and describe, because there really is no like actual scientific method to break that down. It's raw feeling, it's raw emotion. It's just a sense that an artist or whoever has some idea of who they are musically, and you just want to listen to more of it. You want to hear where they go. I feel like that's why a lot of people follow indie bands. Like they'll go to a show or something and then immediately resonate with that sound and be like, I want to follow them. I want to see where they go. And actually on this exact same recording segment where I'm re-recording all of these voiceovers, I did a video for an OK Goodnight song that probably released publicly a few days ago. And this is very much the same feeling I had with them, because I listened to their music and I'm like, oh, I hadn't really heard of them. I may have seen their name floating around at best, but I finally got to hear them. But it was an amazing sound that immediately resonated with me. And I like went to their merch store to like see stuff immediately. And I never do that. And I think that's very much the case with somebody like this, where it's a different scale, of course, but Aiden has a sound that just kind of makes you go, oh, they've got something that's very unique to them here. It's not just another Roblox musician. Like I've heard so many at this point, you can kind of start to blur the lines of who's who in a lot of spaces. And there are definitely exceptions, and those are the ones that people tend to request here. But I've heard a lot of copycats and a lot of just samey trash kind of being thrown around, and it gets boring after a while. But even though this does kind of have that like more amateurish sound to it, like the mixing and the general like chord progression isn't like super unique, but it's good and it's consistent. It's a safe thing, but it's also very much an identity that comes with feel more than like technical prowess. And I think that's that turning point in the musical career that I was talking about. It's hard to figure out when and where that'll happen though. So I'm excited to hear more of Aiden's stuff going on, and like what maybe more stuff recently, what Aiden might have been putting out. Again, I haven't heard much, if anything, from like probably more recent than a year. So let me know if you want to hear more of Aiden's work that way, because I'm interested to see where his work goes, and like sound wise, how has he improved over the years, and like is that going to keep going? You know, some people plateau early and they just kind of get to a point where they feel comfortable and they stay there, and other people push beyond that and experiment beyond that. I don't know what type of person Aiden is, so it makes me go like, who? Maybe, you know, like again, there's something there. I just don't know exactly how to qualify that into a statement, because I don't think anyone truly could. But I am done yapping about it now, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you want me to get to something else from Aiden or anything else, by all means drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if like PSIness did, you want to guarantee something out of me, you can always go to my Patreon and guarantee something that way if the tier is open. It doesn't matter what it's from, who it's by, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. Or if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future that actually has real audio instead of me yapping over it and doing these like awkward post thought processes, then you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!